How's it going, guys? Stas here. Welcome back to another video. So we have to break down SoFi stock in this one, do a breakdown on the charts, my thoughts, what I'm looking to do, and we'll go over the indexes and maybe some other stocks later in the video if we have time. But first, of course, take a sip of your coffee. Cheers, by the way, guys. I appreciate you all for tuning in and subscribing, and make sure to get your stocks from Moomoo. Listen to this new deal, guys. Open up your account using that link down below. Deposit at least $100, you get 5 stocks. Deposit at least $2,000, you get 20 more stocks. And get ready for this, deposit at least $5,000, you get 35 more stocks. So that means if you deposit at least $5,000, you get 60 free stocks. You heard that right. So again, use that link down below or go to stasurfest.com/Moomoo. And with that being said, cheers again. Let's dive into it. So it's currently about 1:30 p.m. on the East Coast. So we're over halfway through the day at this point, and we have SoFi up 2.5%, trading at just about just under $12, $11.90 to be exact. And we hit over $12 about an hour ago. We hit $12.16 as the entire market, now it's actually teeter-tottering. We got some red, we got some green, but earlier we were green all across the board. The S&P was up, Dow, NASDAQ, Russell, but now the Russell is down 0.1%. The Dow's down a quarter. S&P's pretty much at break even, and QQQ is up 0.5%. Not bad. Not a bad day for the Qs, right? And looking here at SoFi, we're breaking out of the highs from yesterday. Yesterday, it looks like we peaked at 1175. Again, we broke out of that. We got to 1215, and now it looks like we're holding above 1175, at least as I'm making this video, as support. So the fact that we're doing that, we broke out of the highs from yesterday, right? We're now holding them as support. That's a very good sign in the very short term. And on this 5-day, 5-minute, it kind of looks like we're starting to reverse. We have a golden cross. We're above both moving averages. You know, we're not falling through the lows from yesterday, so we're not continuing the lower lows, lower highs that we were seeing for a little bit there. So we're slowly starting to potentially reverse. I wouldn't call it a breakout yet, but we're seeing some decent initial steps of maybe a reversal. And here on the 30-minute chart, you guys can see we're battling at the 180 SMA. We tried breaking out of it earlier. We actually did momentarily, but that didn't hold too long now, did it? Right now we're back under that 180 SMA, but we're trying to break through there on the 30-minute time frame. On the 1-hour time frame, we're not above the 180 SMA yet, but we are above the 50 SMA, and it's pretty clear, at least as of now, buyers are coming in above the lows from the beginning of March. That they're respecting that support, which is good. We hit 1035 about 3 weeks ago, and just 2 days ago, 2 trading days ago, right? Or was that yesterday? Either way, we hit 1115. We held that as support. We bounced off of it, which is good. And here on the 4-hour, guys, it could really go either way, right? We are getting a bit of buying pressure, but we're still under the moving averages, right? You guys clearly see that. And we are slowly going red across the board on the indexes. Tomorrow's April 2nd as well. So if things get uglier in the overall market tomorrow, I wouldn't be surprised if SoFi's selling started to accelerate again. You know, we're not fully out of the woods yet by any stretch of the imagination. So for me at this point, guys, I haven't bought shares in a little bit on SoFi. And full disclosure, I'm long. You know, I've owned this stock for over a year now. I was buying heavily in the $5, $6, $7 window. And at this point, I'm just holding on, and you guys probably saw my video yesterday. We covered the options chain a good amount. I'm looking to buy calls. If this thing does dump off, let's say the sell-off accelerates tomorrow, markets start getting ugly again, I'm probably going to buy some calls if we get into the single digits again. 3 6-month out call options, to play the rebound here, because I think we're going to get a nice rebound if we get that oversold. If we start going down to the 859, 950 window, I think we're going to get a rebound. But who knows? I mean, we're almost at $12 now, guys. So let's not get too ahead of ourselves. And ultimately, I think we're going to get a nice rebound post earnings. Of course, a lot depends on the market conditions, like I said, but earnings are coming up here in about a month, 4 weeks from now on the 28th of April, which that's going to creep up pretty fast here, guys, and we'll see. It's going to be an interesting month for SoFi, to say the least, and you know, like I said, I'm going to buy calls here. I'm probably going to buy shares as well if we get down to the single digits again. So I'll do a bunch more updates. I'll keep you guys posted. And of course, we cover all my moves in my Patreon. Shameless plug. That's linked down below. Feel free to go check that out if you guys are interested. And yeah, subscribe to the channel here. Hit that notification bell. We're on the road to 100,000 subs here on YouTube. So let me show you now these indexes. SPY is looking interesting. We're now seeing a potential double bottom. We're not really breaking out by any means, but we are rallying towards the 50 SMA on this 4-hour time frame. We're pretty much at it right now. So this is going to be a big spot for the bulls between 560 to 575. This $5, $10, $15 window, it's going to be a big spot for the bulls. Are we able to get out of there? That's the $1 million question. We're not out of the woods yet by any means. And on QQQ, we're noticing this is still very much so under these moving averages, very beaten up still. We got to retake 490, 495 plus for the bulls to consider, or for it to be considered us breaking out, us getting out of the woods, which we're not getting that quite yet. So that's kind of how we're looking right now, guys. We got some green, really just QQQs, the main one in the green right now. But yeah, I'll take it considering how red stocks have been, but don't think we're going to just start breaking out. I mean, there's going to be a lot of more volatility ahead, a lot of uncertainty for sure with the tariffs, the trade war. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be an interesting April. Let's just put it like that. And we have some other movers today. We have Tesla pushing up, which I'm going to make a video on maybe later today. Tesla is up 5-6%. I'm considering potentially adding this one to the portfolio if it dumps down to the low 200s again. We'll see. And I'm also considering dollar cost averaging in it, because my average, well, I'm not in the stock, so I don't have an average, but my goal, that's what I was getting at, my goal price target on Tesla is 150 to 175. I just don't know if it's going to get there. You know, it's one of those stocks that catches fire fast, and it's a cult stock, if you will, quote unquote. And I don't know if the investors are going to let it get to 150, 175. So I might consider adding a little bit here in the mid 200s, low 200s. If it gets there again, I might start my position there, and we'll go from there. And I'll dollar cost average down if it does get to 150, 175. That's kind of my thought right now on Tesla. We have a lot of other movers. Big tech is moving today. We have Google up 1.6%. That's nice. Meta's up 1.5%. Not bad. Microsoft 1.3, 1.4%. Another stock that I like here that's beaten up, but I don't want to be too much or too exposed to the big tech names, so I'm not going to buy them all individually. But they're tempting. I'll be honest, man. A lot of these stocks are tempting right now. What do you think about that? Let me know in the comments. And yeah, let's wrap it up. I don't want to drag on this video too much. Hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe and get up to 60 stocks for a Moo. Deposit at least $100. Using that link down below, you get 5 stocks. Deposit at least $2,000. You get 20 more stocks. And, well, deposit at least $5,000. You get 35 more stocks. That's 60 free stocks with at least a $5,000 deposit, and your uninvested cash for now will earn up to 8.1% APY. Guys, it's a no-brainer. So use that link down below or go to stotsurfest.com/moo. Get your stocks. It's free money. And with that being said, cheers. I'll catch you in the next video.